It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and
to throw on 3rd down. McLeod, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
6 yards. And now, 3rd.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12.
The tackle.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the 1st.
So the goal is at least a 1st down here, right? Pick up a 1st down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 74 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now Minshew. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, McLeod. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod, the quick slant caught.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On the ground, it's Akers. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with Akers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Akers again the ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 7 carries, 73 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, but I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Shoves him away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tackle made right at midfield. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Rams nothing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Kupp.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Penny, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Off the play fake. McLeod. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on third down. McLeod sliding out of the pocket. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Cam Akers, the ball
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Minshew sets to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's Minshew. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Minshew's pass.
CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, McLeod, and he fires one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, McLeod. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Akers.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
The tackle made.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
And the Rams first
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, L.A. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Sam Sloman now for the point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his leg.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man, Lamb. It's complete.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It'll be Minshew again. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Minshew, 1st and 10.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
17-yard line. 2 yards on the pick.
Again, Minshew looking to throw.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
On for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good.
Is good.
And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Cardinals 14.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw on second down. McLeod throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, McLeod, and he'll find Moreau here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
What's up, man?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, McLeod. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, why are we doing this?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second and 3. At the
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. McLeod. Catch made. It's Moreau. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Moreau. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 1st down. McLeod. Oh, that was dangerous.
The pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, McLeod. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, McLeod. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the draw, this is Penny. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now the ball comes loose.
The quarterback keeps...
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
From the gun, McLeod. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Darren Lee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie things at 17 all.
That ties the game at 17.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
27-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Los Angeles.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Minshew.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And it's caught.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Minshew sets to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Minshew's pass complete.
Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The football going back over to Arizona now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of a yard.
They go to Elliott again. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Elliott, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. McLeod. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, McLeod. This pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Rashard Higgins. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, McLeod. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, McLeod. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun, McLeod. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, McLeod. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, McLeod. And that'll be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again, McLeod. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Cam Akers, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Christian Kirk.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
looking to throw. McLeod looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
from the gun. McLeod. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. McLeod steps away. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run with Penny. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 7.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Penny. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Penny. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rashad Penny with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 7. A little over 80 ticks to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Gosh, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that will be incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Today's final score.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Arizona, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank